So boys and girls, today from Matthew's Gospel, we've learned that Jesus had to drink from a cup that was far worse than anything you or I could ever have drunk from. We're told from this passage that Jesus had to drink a cup that was full of the anger of God. Now, Jesus didn't literally have to go and pick up a cup and drink a cup, but he is referring to he is using the example of having a cup, and to drink something, he is linking that to his death. So Jesus knows that his death on the cross is approaching, and he comes before God and he prays to him in the Garden of Gethsemane, asking God that if it is possible for God to take this cup away, this cup that is full of God's anger. Now, boys and girls, we need to remember that God's anger is not an anger that is out of control. It's not an anger that is he's just lost the plot or he's become irritated. It is a holy and righteous anger, and it is a holy and righteous anger towards our sin. And Jesus knows that his death on the cross is going to be where God will pour out his anger, his wrath for the sin of the whole world onto him. And Jesus uses the example of drinking from a cup, and he says to God, if there's any way that that cup can be removed from me, please can you remove it? But he also says to God that if that is not possible, then I want to do your will be done. Because Jesus knows that if he did not go to the cross, he knows that if he did not take the anger and wrath of God on himself for you and for me, that our sins would not be forgiven, that we would not be able to become part of God's family. And so Jesus comes before God. Look in verse 39, we see where Jesus asked God to remove this cup from him. But look at verse 42. He says to God, God, don't give me what I want. Please will you help me to do what you want me to do? And so Jesus, what we see in Jesus is we see that he, as a human, comes before God and he cries out to God and says, this is what I want. But he says, but God, what I want more than what I want is to do your will.